lean forward, and then the feet come up. You get your face really, really close, yeah, and then you can start to like that.
Yeah. I'm not able to.
My heart was in chains, but now I'm free. Yeah, I am only focusing on me. Love isn't something that I need. I'm sorry if I'm making you feel like I'm leading you on, but honey, I really don't need someone by my side. But we could have some fun, baby. Let's go, nothing serious, baby. Not how we could have some.
Rene!
Hello, namaste.
How you doing?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Good.
Come on in. Please.
Thank you. Thank you.
Please, welcome. Welcome, welcome.
So life for life, I'll be riding solo. I don't need a man, nah. I'll be riding solo for life, solo for life, solo for life.
Right.
Rene, thank you for having me.
My pleasure. You're one of my many students. Why wouldn't I have you come
thank
into
you.
my home? I'm always so happy. Always so happy to have you come. Anytime, anytime. Yeah, I mean, sometimes people think about yoga as being just for women or only being for, you know, flexible people. It's really not the case. And not only that, but within the umbrella that's yoga, there are so many different kinds of yoga. You know, there's yoga that's very relaxation based, where you don't even get up off the floor. So you don't have to be able to do lots of different things physically. And then all the way to, you know, the classes that you come to are a bit more physical. And so if you do want more of that workout or more of a strength-based experience, you can definitely have that too. You know, back when I started teaching yoga many, many, many years ago, you could just say yoga class and people would show up. But now the Western audience, even here in the US, you know, they've gotten savvy enough where they want to know like what kind of yoga it is. So you have, of course, yin style yogas, which are more relaxation based. And then you have yang style yoga.
There is yin and yang.
Yin and yang. So yin is the more relaxation based, all on the ground, and yang style yoga is more of like power yoga or the vinyasa style yoga that you like. And many Westerners, people in the U.S. really like the more energetic styles of yoga.
Like up, down, and you sweat and.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I feel a lot of change in my physical and mental.
Right.
Since I started this classes with you.
That's beautiful. You know, and so many people start because they want to become more flexible, or they want to become more strong, or they want to make changes in their body. So they kind of walk in under that door that's marked physical. Yeah. But then in time, as I'm sure you've even experienced, it's more than just sweating and moving and doing all the things physically. There's something that happens here. Yes. And that's really what the essence of yoga is. That's really, not that there's really a goal to yoga, but it's not necessarily doing stuff with your body or doing the splits or being able to touch your toes or being able to stand on your head. Yeah. It's more about being able to switch off the thoughts in your mind and find inner peace. But for many of us, we have to work vigorously in our bodies before we can get our minds to calm down. And that's why yang style yoga is so popular and so effective. It works, you know.
So where are you from originally?
Originally, well, no. Because
I saw that in your profile.
I'm from a lot of places. So if you were to go like geographically, I was born, my dad was in the military, in the Air Force. Oh, okay. So I was a base brat. So I moved a lot in the U.S. When I was a child. I was actually born on Air Force Base in Oklahoma in the United States, and lived there for the first 3 months of my life. I have never been back to Oklahoma since then. After that, we moved out to California, and there's a large military base there, and we were there for a long time as well. But my earliest memories are from an Air Force base in Indiana, Grissom Air Force Base. It's no longer operational, but that's also like where my sister was born, and we lived in base housing, so it was in Indiana. Okay. And my dad went off into the Vietnam War. He's a Vietnam vet. Came back, and after that, left the military and got hired by Delta Airlines. Where I'm from, I think like my formative years, like going all through elementary school, through middle school and high school, was really outside of Chicago, in the Chicago suburbs, Schaumburg, Illinois. And then I moved out west to Utah for almost 20 years. I was in Utah for 17 years.
17 years.
17 years out in the mountains of Utah. And that's where I feel like I became both a yogi and a mom. All that happened when I was in the mountains.
Oh, okay. So that's where it started.
That's where it all started, as far as the yoga started. It started when I was out west. And then moved here to Georgia in 2014. I'm here in Georgia.
Here because your husband, or from here? Or?
It was mostly for family reasons. So my family has lived here ever since the mid-90s. So while my dad was working for Delta Airlines, I went away and went off to school, to undergrad, to college. And they moved here during my second year of undergrad.
And when did you start teaching yoga?
Teaching yoga? I took my first yoga class in 1999. And actually my husband was the person who convinced me to go to yoga.
Really?
So it was not even on my radar. I had no interest in going. He came to me and said, hey, I think we should try a yoga class. And I was like,
so he was practicing?
What? Okay, well, inhale, raise your arms up. And look up at your hands. And exhale, fold forward. Now look down at your toes. Inhale, lift up halfway and look forward. Exhale, put your hands on your mat. Step your feet back. Bend your elbows and drop down. Inhale, lift your chest up and look up. Exhale, toes to your mat. Lift your hips up, gaze towards your belly button, and we'll take a few breaths. And we'll just warm up a little bit here. Especially if you want me to do something hard, I gotta be warmed up.
Yeah.
I gotta do something. Now, I did practice and teach 2 yoga classes already today.
Oh, we did?
Which isn't a good thing or a bad thing. It is what it is. Look to your hands. You're gonna walk your feet up to your hands. Inhale, lift up halfway. Look forward. Exhale, folded. Look at your knees. Inhale, come up to stand. And look up at your hands. We'll do that 2 more times. Exhale, fold forward. But you know this one, Hassan.
Yes.
You know this one. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, vinyasa. Palms down. Step back, lower. Up dog, down dog. You know it as well as I do. It's not anything new. Yogis have been doing this for thousands of years. Thousands of years.
Yeah.
Surya Namaskar. Yeah, Surya Namaskar. So good to warm up your body and connect with the energy around your spine. All right, let's come to the top of your mat. Inhale. Lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. We'll do one more inhale. Maybe 1 or 2 breaths. And we'll call it a warm up. We'll call it a warm up. You gotta show off some of the stuff you can do too, Hassan. You've come a long way as well.